So for tonight's episode, we are having some fine dining, guys. Fine dinings, that is. So we are not in California.
We're not.
We're not. And it is on our bucket list, when we get rich and all, and, that we're going to be doing the California thing. I've been there, but Meg needs to go. She needs to be going there. So we've never been to In-N-Out. But I saw this recipe for the Flying Dutchman Burgers at In-N-Out. And I said, let's do it. I didn't realize it was like this keto thing and, but we're doing it.
Here we are.
Here we are. And we made some fries with it. So we never had this before. It's very interesting.
Chat, are y'all keto?
Yeah. If you're keto, key in.
Are your toes? Hey, thanks for the rose. Are your toes on keys, everybody?
Yeah.
Key toes.
They're keaton toes. Alrighty. I'm hungry. Hey, thank you for the roses. So, I saw pictures of people actually eating them, like, with their hands. Some people were wrapping them with a napkin. I'm like, wouldn't the napkin stick to the cheese? And so I thought maybe like a piece of parchment paper was a better fit. And then I also thought maybe, utensils might be handy. Because I have a feeling it's going to be a messy one. So if anybody doesn't know what a Flying Dutchman is, it's actually two very large onion slices that are a little over a half an inch thick, and then you grill them slowly on each side, and then you do two separate burgers with cheese, and you season them. I'm going to be posting up the recipe for it anyway. And then I put, then you just put on a little bit of the, what do they call it? Sauce? The animal sauce or whatever, the In-N-Out sauce.
Rabid raccoon sauce?
Yeah. And then you put on another one of those onion slabs on top.
I need like a headband or something.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
She's going to go band her head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's shaking, bacon? What's going on over there in cyber world with everybody? Everybody having a good night? It is hump day, guys. It is hump day. Hump day, hump day. Did everybody miss us yesterday? I know we were going to come on yesterday and then we didn't, but here we are now. You got us, baby.
My hands are a little greasy, so I'm going to try and wrap this without getting all the grease.
I know. I was thinking I might have to bring out like a roll of paper towels or something for this one. Just saying. It's kind of a lot of onion, but and it was very difficult to keep them together while you're grilling them, I have to say.
I don't want to touch my hair with my greasy hands. So we're cheetah girls, cheetah sisters.
Ooh, that's sexy.
I know.
But it is good. It is good. So yeah, I'm going to post up the recipe so you guys can all enjoy these keto burgers.
Okay. I'm back, guys.
Okay, good. She's got it under control. Mm.
Whichever one we're done.
Yeah. Good question.
What's the vibe? Thanks, Joe.
Everybody having dinner with us tonight? Did you guys make up your dinner and pull up a seat?
I'm like, let me not touch my hair. And then I was going to try and touch my hair and show. I added more blonde to my hair today, guys.
It's hard to tell though with the wrap.
I know. This is getting messier each bite. I'm losing onions and.
I know. Megan's brave. That's why I brought out the North.
What do you mean I'm brave? What's braver?
I'm giving into the fork and knife.
Oh. Huh.
Wow. It's so weird how the weekends sneak up on you like so fast. I mean,
Is it the weekend
well, no, but I mean, it's already Wednesday, and Wednesday's like hump day, middle of the week and all. So, I mean, then that means the weekend's like close right there.
That's why I try not to pay attention to what day it is.
Yeah.
In case you don't like onions, I love onions. I love garlic and onions.
These are really grilled and seasoned, so they're nice and soft.
I was trying to think earlier. I don't think there's any food I don't really like other than cilantro.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't like hot peppers. I don't like anything really spicy.
Right. I'm not a fan of, but I like buffalo chicken dip.
Mm-hmm. Because it has the cheese in it to calm it down, though.
Like mildly flavored things.
Mm. And I do like horseradish, wasabi, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you don't like onions, but you like onion rings? That's weird. I like onions, and I don't like onion rings.
And that's a true story. That's what we rarely have onion rings. If we do, I'll just make like a little for me.
Now that I realize that is one of the foods I don't like.
Mm.
But like, I'm not like, oh my god, get it away.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Cilantro, I think, is the only food that I'm like, oh my god, get it away. But even
like hot peppers, I'm like, oh god, get it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any foods that you feel like, oh my god, get it away?
Yeah. What are your, oh my god, get it away from me foods? That's a good question.
Just once again, we're just decided to turn the cameras on when we were starving for dinner, so we're just munching
Here we
away
are.
here.
That's right. And it's pretty dang good. Has anybody been to an In-N-Out and actually had this there?
You said shrimp? Wait, Madison, you don't like shrimp? Oh my gosh.
Who
Squash?
doesn't like shrimp? Hey, thank you for the roses.
Are we beefing? Canned peas. That's valid.
Oh, Jocelyn said liver and onions.
Oh, fair.
Mm. They smell good when they're cooking, though. Thank you for all the roses. Woohoo! Liver and onions does smell good, like not bad when it's cooking. But, and that's another food that's really weird because I do like pate, and pate is made out of liver. It's essentially almost like all liver.
Madison, where are you from that you don't like seafood? Because if you're somewhere that's not close to the ocean, like if you're in like the middle of the country, that's
Then-
understandable. If you don't,
Because it's not fresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if you live somewhere near the water, like I'm from the ocean state, baby, I love me some seafood.
Mm.
You know, born and raised eating the best of it, the most fresh.
But like, in fairness, like I like, I like seafood. I'm not a big fan of freshwater fish.
Yeah, I'm not a big like
trout and stuff. It's just kind of mushy. It's a texture thing, I think. And it has very little flavor to me too. And maybe it's because I just assume that it needs to have more like seafood, like from the sea.
for some reason to me, when I think of seafood, I don't think of like fish and chips and stuff.
Oh,
Or like
I
like salmon. I'm not huge on sushi.
You like
I like certain
sushis.
sushi. But like I like salmon and tuna and like occasionally like some like cod or something.
Now you like eel, but eel is actually freshwater usually. The eel that they use in sushi is usually freshwater eel. But a lot of times actually it's in brackish water.
We're right on the Gulf, but I still can't get behind it.
The Gulf is different water too, because that's really brackish.
Mm.
So you must get a lot of. They got pretty good oysters there, though, down in the Gulf. A lot of those brackish oysters are good,
Thank you guys for the follows.
but they must be in season. How about the crawfish? Do you like those? Probably not, right? I mean, right in the Gulf, you're in season now. You like mild fish, like mahi mahi. Oh yeah, mahi mahi's really good.
Yeah, I'm definitely weird. Like when I think of seafood, I think of clams, I think of mussels, I think of lobster and crab and shrimp. I don't necessarily.
Oh, you like clams?
Yeah, I think of more. I guess again because where we live, like, and I love lobster. So when I think of seafood and someone saying they don't like seafood, I'm like, how could you not like lobsters and clams? Like not necessarily. Hey, thanks for the roses.
Thank you. But maybe it's the way they've had seafood prepared, or it's been frozen.
Yeah, frozen seafood is a no.
Like if you've ever had a fresh sea scallop, oh man, it's like you can eat them raw like butter. I'm telling you, really good.
Madison said yes about the crawfish. I'll eat that, but that's it because we have the best down here. So
See,
I think what's happening
a fresh thing
is like we have tried to get crawfish before, and here we only have access to frozen crawfish.
And we're like, nah.
And it wasn't that it was bad, but we could tell there's a huge difference in seafood.
I had crawfish when I visited my sister down in Louisiana when she lived there, and it is so different, fresh, just like lobster. Can you imagine?
That's what I'm saying. So I think like I need to hit up somewhere near the Gulf that I can get some crawfish
when they're in
fresh,
season. Yeah,
and real. And you need to hit up and somewhere in New England and get you some
real fresh stuff. Yeah.
So that's the problem.
So crawfish, I know there's a season for them, but can you still get them fresh any time of year down there? They're probably just not as plentiful, right? Or is there just
no? It's a season.
It is a season. Okay.
Yeah, they have to. You know how it works.
A shed and
no, they have to because they're mud bugs. So they live each. I don't want to say exactly when because I don't want to say the wrong time. But when it's season, they go out and they fill the creeks, whatever, and they come out of the mud. And at the end of the season,
they bury themselves back.
They drain all the water out of them, and they bury themselves down, and they lay the eggs, and they hatch and grow, and they get bigger and whatever. And then they fill them up again, and they come. And that's why they're literally called mud bugs. And even the frozen ones we got, the shells had like some dirt on it.
I did not know that.
And so that's what
mud bugs. That name makes so much sense.
When it isn't the season for them, there isn't. All you can get is frozen from the season before because they literally. It's not like maybe we can go and see if we can get a couple if we go set a trap or whatever.
Yeah,
they literally drain the things and they go into the mud.
There's no place to set the trap.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
Madison, if you know anything about it, or if anyone knows anything, if anyone can confirm or deny if my knowledge on
mud bugs
and crawfish is correct or not, because I do not like to spread misinformation, but as far as my extensive research and knowledge has gone, that is what I have found. And if I may be telling someone else for the first time, if I'm spreading information, I love that, but if I'm wrong, let me know.
Well, it's new information for me.
Yeah.
I love to be learning, and no better learning than from your kinfolk,
No better learning than from the one that you pushed out. Am I right?
Yeah, just pushing them right on out. Yeehaw.
If I had my other Alexa plugged in here, I would. That one's still not set up. I still keep forgetting to hook it up to the internet, but I would ask it to tell us how crawfish.
I didn't, well, and it was so weird. Was it yesterday that we were sitting here and all of a sudden it just came on all by itself?
Yeah, that happens.
It was like it was asking us to set it up.
Yeah. Like sometimes it gets like a brush or
Mm.
when the wind blows and it thinks that you're talking to it, and so it.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. So we had internet. I mean, we still have it, but they changed it to the fiber optics, and when they did,
Why did all the comments stop? No one's confirming or denying if I'm knowledgeable or not.
because they don't want to correct you because they know you're right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I'm right, can someone tell me?
Yeah.
Confirm or deny? So what were you saying about Cox?
Oh yeah. So they came and did the fiber optics, and when they did, they had to bring a new modem. So this one doesn't have the new modem setting things on it. You know, the new password and stuff. So we gotta get on that.
Casey said right about what? Are you guys not even listening to me?
You guys listen, or they're just admiring
Thank you
your
for the
beauty.
roses. Thank you. Onions? No, I just explained what how
She just
crawfish
explained
are
mud bugs.
seasonally. No one listening to me?
Because like when seafood is seasonal, a lot of
My
times
socks don't match.
it's either because that's when they're breeding, or because
Well, that's what I think they breed like in the mud and stuff.
yeah, and or in like the ocean, or because they only allow them to fish certain months. That way they don't get overfished either. But the ocean's a lot bigger and less easy to control than the ponds. Or is it kind of like what they do with like the cranberry bogs? Like they flood them, kind of on that idea. There must be like a dam, right?
I mean,
They
like,
open the
yes
dam
and no, because the cranberries are never like in the mud. They just do it as a way to pick them.
The cranberries float.
Like, yeah, instead of having to go through and hand pick them. But in theory, it does make it so they don't have to go in and like dig out the crawfish. But I don't know if that would even be like an option. They might just crush them all if they tried to do that.
Well, see, we're getting our crawfish info. Let me know if anybody knows anything about them.
See, I know a lot about.
Jocelyn said she thinks that's correct.
Thank you. I gotta be educated on all types of bugs, not just the ones that I like to play with, you know?
Yeah.
Bug trivia, I got you. Madison, you are correct. You basically bait and catch them like lobster, but at the bottom of the lake. But like,
do they set like pots, like lobster pots, and they crawl in them?
they have crawfish traps. Yeah. Sounds
like a
about
crab,
right.
You know, pot, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we all did some learning tonight. We all did some learning.
Anyone got any goals for the week?
Oh, goals. Yeah, I'm trying to get a universe. There's a goal.
Aaron. You're trying to get a universe?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you got to set your goals, right?
I'm hoping that it finally gets warm, because when it's not warm, I don't want to get out of my bed.
Well, and it's also coming into your birthday season, your birthday week.
Yes, we are coming up on my birthday, guys.
Yeah, we're coming up on Meg's birthday, so be prepared, guys. Be prepared.
Wait, someone commented, I think we need a little bit more context, but they said, perfect guy in any other way, nice person, fit, tall, rich, is a face tattoo still a deal breaker? I think you kind of like started that, like, I think you maybe should have like let up a little bit more to what you're trying to get at, but
I think
for her it would be yes. For me, it would be no.
what, a fake tattoo?
A face tattoo.
Oh, face. I thought you said fake. I was going to say a fake tattoo. Why would that be a deal breaker? I think that's a smart thing. Especially, I think people should get a fake tattoo first and make sure that it's in the right place and what they want, and have it for a little while and make sure that's what they want and where they want it. And because tattoos are permanent, let's face it, right? I mean, unless I understand they're a lot harder to get off than put on. So,
¿Cómo estás?
So I think and face tattoos wouldn't really work for me. I think it's a generational thing though for me.
No, I was like kind of listening to what you were saying, and I think I want to get some henna.
Henna's fun. You got henna once before, years ago.
Yeah, but like I mean, like I want to get like a tube of it and maybe get like some stencils.
I would do that. That would be fun.
We could maybe do it on the stream.
We could
henna each other up.
Yeah, because they have some cool stencils. I would do a henna tattoo because they last like a couple of weeks, and if you don't shower, they'll last even longer, right?
And I wonder too, like, I wonder if you could get like, so like when you go get like a tattoo, they put like a stencil on you.
Yeah,
they'll like print it. There's like a certain kind of paper and ink that they use, and then they put like this gel on you that it makes it so that it basically turns it into like a temporary tattoo on you.
Yeah.
So that when they're like tattooing and wiping, it doesn't like wipe off right away. I wonder if we could like get that. Thank you for the roses. Thanks, sock lover.
She's got on her fuzzies. Don't worry, she didn't let you down, guys.
I wonder if we could get like that kind of paper and ink and whatever, and then we could literally go on Google and pull up any design, any henna design, anything, and put it on, and then that way we can guarantee. Because if I have a stencil to follow, I can 100% make it come out exactly. You know, maybe a little squiggly lines here and there. Yeah. But you're being a good girl tonight.
So, did they ever come out with any henna other than that rust color? Or is there something you can add to henna so that they can be other colors?
I think there's 2 tones of henna. I think there's like a more red. Hi, Colleen. I think there's a more red tone, and I think there's a more brown tone. But they're generally both that kind of coppery, earthy,
color. Yeah. I think they should come up with a way of doing henna in other colors too. I'd be game for that. I mean, I don't want any on my face though. We'll circle back to that face thing again.
I didn't even see the mustache. Got her. Gotta make sure I'm paying attention.
She's getting all these big gifts over there and everything.
Thank you, though.
Trying to make me jealous.
What were you saying? Well,
I said I wish they had some in different colors, though. You know.
I wish they had it in more of like a traditional tattoo color, like black or actually I think there's white henna.
There is?
I think. Does anyone know? Is there white henna? Does anybody know? I think there might. Like green henna would be really cool. Like a dark green. Like a green,
get a
black.
Green and a blue. You know, and you can make like flowers and different stuff.
Like peacock shades of like blue and green.
Oh,
like
that would be pretty.
Green and blue.
Yeah.
Does anyone know?
We gotta do some homework on that. We gotta do some homework on the henna. I would be game for that. That would be fun. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you for all the taps, guys. Keep them coming.
I hate to break it to you. I didn't realize my feet were going to be...
Oh, they're close.
I know. That's why I grabbed them. They were rolled up together in my sock drawer. I guess I didn't see the tip on this one.
And it's really funny because just the other day, I was saying, you know, I could put on my resume that I can match socks. Like that's resume building material. And usually you do. When she was younger, she always was like Pippi Longstockings, 2 different socks all the time. But usually lately,
And like everyone always had something to say about it. Thank you.
Well, the only time that I ever said anything was, but I guess it really didn't even matter then because you're never gonna see them again. Was like when we'd go to the airport and you had to go through security and take off your shoes. But it's like you're never gonna see those people again. And what are they gonna say? Oh no, you
like,
set off the non-matching socks alarm
all the time, like in gym class or like in general, anytime like people saw my socks, people would have something to say about it, and I'm like, what is the what? Why do they need to match? What?
Yeah.
What's
And
the
I
issue?
think the rule is anyway, your socks either are supposed to match each other or match what you're wearing, but not necessarily have to be both. I think that's the rule with matching socks. So, like, if say you're wearing green and brown, you can have one brown sock, one green sock, and so they don't really match each other, but they match what you're wearing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that's what I thought the sock matching rule was.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And both of those match what you're wearing.
Yeah.
So you're covered. Just saying. That is so cute with the butterflies on it.
Thanks.
So now we've got the socks covered for right now. Let's see what else.
What were we talking about before that?
Mud bugs.
No, there was
Henna.
something. Oh yeah. Did anyone get back to us on the? Do we know? Is there multicolored henna?
Socks don't harm anyone. That's right. That's right. And sometimes, if you've ever seen some people's feet, man, I'm going to tell you what, you can do more harm not wearing socks. Just saying. Some people got some atrocious feet out there.
The finger hearts. I don't get how to do that.
Oh, you did a finger heart?
I just, how there's that gift.
Yeah, that little. Oh, you could do it with your nails like that. Yeah, it looked like a little heart.
Hi, puppy girl. There's a little puppy on the ground.
What was I saying?
Yeah, henna would be fun.
Yeah, and I don't think it's expensive either.
No.
We'll do some henna homework.
Yeah.
Henna homework, guys.
If there is like, I mean, that would be like so cool if there was like blue and green, like I was saying, like peacock colored ones, because like a peacock, like,
oh my god, that
feather,
would be so
or like
fun.
a whole peacock bird, like, could be really cool.
Can you imagine having like the tail open up around your elbow, like, or something?
Or like doing it.
You could flex.
After I got this done, a bunch of people sent me tattoos where people did like a moth, like, and then closed, and then when you open your arm, like the head's down here and the wings are like closed, and then you open your arm and it's like the wings are open, and I was like, I can't, like, I have my like, I could do it on this arm hypothetically, but I didn't really plan on ever getting this arm tattooed.
No.
Actually, a lot of people do it on their legs too. So it flies every time you think you're like, yeah. I could do, and I think actually they weren't doing it with like moths as much as I think I saw a lot of people doing it with cicadas, because they have like the way their wings are shaped.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's cicada. I think the cicadas are coming out right now down south.
Is anyone cicaded?
I think, and people eat those. They're supposed to be like really high in protein, cicadas.
Yeah, but it's not good if dogs eat them.
No, and but the ones we have up here, don't they only come out like every 12 years or something?
There's like, no, the ones up here come out. There's some that come out like every year. Yeah, I think, and then there's ones that come out. It's like every 17 years or something. Yeah, it's a long gap. I mean, can you imagine? That's like a real Rip Van Winkle story, with those cicadas and all. But the I think they're coming out now down south. It's just getting warm enough, and that they're coming out and chirping. Oh, sorry, Colleen. I totally forget about the YouTube comments sometimes. My girls always wore and still wear mismatched socks. Henna does not come in other colors.
Can you
Bummer.
add something to it, and that it
The
would?
dog.
Can you add something to the henna that would work? I mean, you don't want to. No, it just.
Is there? Why do I feel like there's white henna though?
I don't know. Well, white is the absence of color, so maybe they don't consider that a color.
I didn't say it was a color. I said,
Right.
Is there white henna?
Right.
There is a paste. I think it's in different colors.
Oh, but and does it last as long as
Oh,
like
why
henna?
aren't you reading your comments?
I just realized I had it here. So that's why I put it
Jeez.
here so I could read it.
You can do dark blue, but traditionally henna doesn't come in colors. I'm sure you can make your own.
I wonder if there's like recipes to make henna.
Slacking on your comments over there.
Yeah.
You can add plant dye to make it other colors.
You mean like
Interesting.
beet juice and things like that? You mean
Interesting.
things that would like stain, like beet juice would really like stain your clothes or something, because that would give you a really pretty purpley color.
What the heck? Someone just said, imagine a doctor with a face tattoo delivering your baby. It's just not likely.
That was really profound.
That was hella profound, son.
Yeah. Did you get that in your fortune cookie?
Like, ayo, did you go to Harvard, my boy?
I mean, you might, if it's like a last minute delivery in an ambulance, you might get an ambulance driver with one, but. Oh, you can. You can add color, but it might smudge easier and doesn't last as long.
I'm okay with the color that henna is. I think it's cool, but
yes, you can make your own.
Mom's gonna be whipping it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Get back to me, Amby. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll do some homework on it too. But yeah, get back to me on that. I'd appreciate that. I mean, maybe it's not hard to make, and maybe it's like very simple.
You know what pissed me off? Last night, a video of this girl came up on my. I can't remember if it was Instagram or TikTok, and she made a video that I could have made 100 times. We in the spring get like these water ants, and they're crawling like. I'll find one crawling on me all the time.
They're the little teeny tiny water ants, and you guys probably have them.
And there's been times where I'm peeing, and I'll feel one like crawl up my leg and get like a little. I'm like, whoa!
Who invited you?
I wasn't ready to wipe yet, and I didn't need assistance. And this video popped up with this girl, and she was like, "Hey, yo, like I just found this ant on me when I was going pee, and if I'm being honest, I think it has a piss cake." And I was like, "What? A piss cake?" You know, like when people like being peed on, or like they like pee. And I was like, "I've had a many pee-loving ants on me as well," but it had like 50,000 likes or something, and I was like, "That is a great joke." Yeah, you get the joke too.
She's your witness. She probably saw it.
I'm like, that is so relatable to me. Wow. And I don't think she even understands. Hey, thank you for the finger hearts. I'm like, I don't think she even understands how relatable that is.
Yeah.
To my life. Because I've met a few ants that had a little freaky side to them.
Oh, it's a kink.
Ooh. Careful with your words.
It's a spink.
Yeah, that's much better.
That'll show them.
And so, yeah, so it's just in general, when I see a video that I'm like,
Right? Freaking ants,
that I'm
right?
like, you took the words out of my mouth, girl. I'm like, dang, and it went viral. I'm like, dang.
Well, you just better be watching, like being more observant of your surroundings, and
Well, it's just all the time. There's little things like that I'm like, oh, I could talk shit about this real quick and make like a funny, like 10-second video being like, haha, like whatever, and I just am like, nah. I'm like, no one's
you should
gonna,
be saying,
like,
yeah.
no one's gonna like that. And then the exact same stuff comes up on my For You page, and I'm like,
Who freaking, for real? I know.
I'm like, she read my mind.
You know. Shit happens, as they say.
Oh my god. Piss Down the Abyss said I'm reincarnated as an ant.
Oh.
So,
I hope not a fire ant, because I'm allergic to fire ants.
anyways.
So let's see, what else?
I'm gonna take this headband off because I don't want it to give me
hat head.
flat head.
Oh, right, that would give you flat head, not hat head. You're right.
I've already done its curses.
Did was there any updates from the Kardashian news on what was going on with Bo Diddley?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, Kim Kardashian and being involved in all of that mess.
I don't know. You brought that up. I don't really pay attention. So if she has anything to do with it, I haven't heard anything of it, and I don't really care to.
Oh, okay.
I really don't care to entertain the Kardashian like continuation of their name in the media. So I will not. I plead the fifth. I don't care.
That's true. You know, I never followed them.
Me neither.
I don't think I've ever even seen like a whole episode of like one of their shows.
Yeah, I don't get the Kardashian kink. Speaking of kinks, I got this knot in my neck.
I know. Did you ever wonder that? Like, how does some of these people, like, I mean, like, I don't know. Can you still call her Bruce Jenner? Like, when?
Oh, don't go there.
No. What I was gonna say is, like,
I think she's got a V now.
Before Bruce became what is her name?
Moose.
Caitlyn or whatever the name.
Bruce.
But like earned
Recluse.
No, but back when
Venomous.
When he was an athlete, back when he was a he, and an athlete, he earned that recognition. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, and that's what it's like. Oh, Rob Kardashian's like rolling in his grave, like looking at like what his daughters have like done with the name and like
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one thing if you've earned it. You know, you've gone to the Olympics, or you've become an amazing actor, or you're an amazing artist,
or you fart like really good on the internet,
or burp.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if you've like done something. Not just because you got a silver spoon handed to you and then you caused all kinds of drama to make your name, not just your family name, but your name too, all like out there and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like,
Thanks, Barry.
They haven't really earned it. You know what I mean? Like,
Thanks, unknown.
Like a really good actress or actor or singer or whatever. It's something that somebody's really good at and recognized for. Even if it's something that you got into the Guinness World Book of Records for or something. You know, something that you've earned your recognition for.
Right. Not just a Nepo baby.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, not just riding off, daddy's skirt tails and then causing drama about it.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of like what Paris Hilton did.
But Paris is like moderately like a good person.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually met her one time. I ran into her
Thanks, Brett.
in a bathroom in Colorado. A long time ago. But I don't think she'll remember me. I'm just saying.
I got a jacked up haircut, if you guys can't tell. The ladies did me funky town. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. I didn't do this, so I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah. Well, it looks much better, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a good job. You're a good fixer.
Yeah, I'm a hairdresser, nail tech, esthetician.
Show your nails. You show your nails. See, look. Nail tech.
Esthetician. What else? What else am I?
Chicken condoleezza.
Model, chef. Boba connoisseur.
Butterflyista.
Makeup artist. You name it. I'm her. She is me. I'm that girl. So,
Chicken trainer.
dog mother. Come. See how well she's
The
trained?
pride and joy. Let's see.
Hi, darling. So, yeah, just a little bit about me.
Yeah, you're getting her resume. Wait until she comes out with her book.
Author, poet,
Yeah.
TikToker,
Songwriter.
live streamer. Bruce became Caitlyn. I heard recently that he regrets doing that.
Really?
Interesting. Yeah, I thought I had heard that he dingled his dongle. Or re-dongled his dingle.
I thought he never did undong.
He's dongless now.
He is.
Allegedly. Who knows?
But he wants to dingle again.
No, you can't re-dingle your dong.
I heard they could reding your dong.
No, once your dong's dingled, you can't re-dong.
Are you sure?
I swear.
I swear I heard.
They invert the dong.
Simon says. I mean, I heard that once your dingle's donged or dong dinged or ding-a-ring-a-ring, that they could undo and ring around the rosy. You know, that's what I heard.
I don't think that's legit. Because I could not imagine if you have a vingle that it could be vongled and re-vingled.
Well, I'm not saying that it's going to function in the same original state that it was before it ding-donged and jumped the hoops.
Does anyone know?
Does anybody know if you ding your dong, can you unring the bell?
Once you ding your dong, can it be redonged?
Does anybody know? I swear I heard it was. You know, but there is you can probably get on the donor list if you know, like, you know, some people get like on the kidney donor list and things. And then you can probably get like on the dong donor list. And then you know what the procedure is called when they do that, right?
What?
Addictomy.
Okay.
That's the official term for the medical procedure that's done. But, you know, maybe there's, you know, a list, you know, like people are on waiting lists for like heart transplants and things.
I don't like when we're having like a moderate, like real conversation and then you just start dancing into some nonsense land of like, what are you even saying at this point? Like, we were having fun, like we were coding with the ding and dong, and now you're just like on some transplant list on the black market with sharing dings to dongies and
No, but I think
adding dongies to dingies, and I don't want your boat.
no, I think I heard that they can re-unding your dog, but it's
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's a reversible thing. Really. Like,
I mean, I didn't think
truly.
it was reversible to begin with. Never mind.
No, it's
reversing.
not, because when they turn your dog into a ding, you have to they make you like what's it called? You have to like insert things in your new ding to keep it
winged.
But they say, like, if you're like if a trans woman had like a sexual partner that could ding their dong,
Oh, then
they
they
don't have
do
to
that.
do that by themselves.
Oh,
But apparently, like, it'll
heal and
close.
close, like
Yeah.
kind of like getting your ears pierced, right? If you don't put
For
earrings
so
in,
long, you
if
have
you-
to keep some, like, you have to, yeah.
if you take your earrings out, and after a year or so, whatever,
Imagine
then
you
it might come.
Imagine you just woke up one morning and your cuter's just closed, like.
Alrighty then. What do? Call the doctor and say.
But, like, as a cis woman, I'm saying, like, imagine waking up, I'd be like, what do I do?
I swear it was there before. I'm not kidding you. Like, did like the fairy come and do something?
The dog wants her bangs shorter. Usually they fit in the ponytail. It just.
See, that's something else we can look up now. The henna and the dinger donger.
Colleen said there are doctors that can reverse the surgery.
That's what I thought I heard, that there were procedures that had been done.
Is Colleen our token Googler right now?
Usually Christine's on it too. Both of you guys lied.
Or strings.
Each other. That was really confusing. What was confusing?
I don't know. Let's just carry on with.
I'm not confused. Are you confused?
No,
I'm not confused.
Tatum's like chilling tonight. She's actually not being a nuisance for once.
Yes.
At the start of the stream, I told her, "Don't be." But look, she's not.
Wow, look at that. I would never call her dopey.
Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. So.
You told her. You said at the beginning of the stream,
Dopey.
you told her dopey. And I said, I'd never call her dopey.
Yeah, so you see the clear definition and the difference in the things you just said? Because I do.
Ah, okay.
You cute. Look at her.
She's gorgeous.
You cute. Look at you.
Look at her heavy breathing. Look, she's all excited.
Are you so cute? Are you like the cutest girl in the world? Oh my goodness.
She says, oh, you're talking about me again.
Oh, you're so cute.
Oh my goodness.
You're so cute.
It's a true story.
I love you. You love me? I love you. You love me? I love you. You say hi to the people?
Yeah, to all the peeps. Say hi to all your friends.
Say hi. Say hi.
You have to say hi to them. Yeah.
That was close, but
Yeah.
oh, okay. Try again. Say hi. Oh, okay. She's working on her English.
Yeah. She's working on the H part. Those H's are very hard for her to say.
The sneezies was funny. Was that you trying to say?
Yeah. And then I'll say, bless you.
Say hi. Say hello. Oh, say hello. All right, kids. Well, I think that's. You got anything else exciting to add?
I don't know. I thought that was pretty exciting. I don't know. I got to do some henna homework.
Yeah, we got some.
I got to do. You know what? And Colleen's already done our research on the ding dong, so I don't even have to look that up now.
Don't even have to ding.
That's right. And we're gonna see if we can make a recipe for henna. And I'd be curious just to see.
Henna is like it's like a leaf.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Why was I thinking it was some kind of like more like a clay?
Is it maybe?
I thought henna was like a clay or something, but you might be right. You think it's a plant? Does anybody know? Is henna a plant or is it dirt?
Maybe we're both right. Maybe it's like a combination of like a powder and like a clay mixed. Because I think like, or at least like the derivative for like the henna color, I thought was like a dried like leaf, like
you
muddled up or something.
You're probably right. I don't know. That was just my guess.
I think I might be wrong though. It's not. I think you're right because I know it's definitely like something to do with clay. Because
Christine, you think it's involving plants? I mean, I have no idea. I just assumed it was some kind of like a clay.
I could Google it real quick, but she's kind of in my lap.
Well, if it's plant-based, I mean, so are a lot of other like, dyes like beets. Like, if you peel beets and stuff, I mean, your hands stay dyed for days. So
Not the same.
No. I mean, that must be
said
something.
it is a plant. Yeah, I thought it was like a plant that's like muddled into like a powder, and then they
make a paste out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we probably don't have henna plants around here.
So that's what I was saying when you're like, oh, like we could make like our own henna recipe. I'm like, I don't know that it's really like a recipe rather than
It's
like
just
a certain
a plant
plant
dried
that is like it's like being like, oh, let's make our own chamomile.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
so you just dry the leaves and then you put
Yeah.
them in water and
leaves from the henna plant. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. So they must be really, really deep. I wonder if other plants do that. I mean, other plants must stain too, but henna must. I mean, that's been a thing for a million years. They've been using the henna,
I think it's just that henna was,
and it's safe. It's not toxic.
I think it was discovered like in a region like in Asia, India, that kind of region, and so I think it's like a more popular plant, and so it was like discovered that it's not that there isn't necessarily one that might also do the same thing, but it's just that works.
Yeah.
And it effectively stays
and it's
for
cool
a while. And it shows on many skin tones.
Colors. Yeah.
Thanks, www.
I mean, last time you did it was like 7 or 8 years ago.
I do have the skill, but I just don't fart when people say fart. Well, I don't have the skill to fart on command. No one does. But I can burp on command. I just don't do it when people comment and say, let one rip. So.
See, that could be fun. I would do that. I'll look at different things that I would like to do, for the henna.
You are just so adorable.
Because didn't kids used to have like little henna parties and stuff? And I thought that was a thing, like.
Because like you can dye your hair with henna.
Oh, right.
But
they put henna in hair. Some hair does.
But it's not recommended because the like what
who are
the
you?
plant is like
It's not healthy for your
is.
hair.
And no, it's really
No.
healthy for your hair, but trying to get it out, like if you were to try and go like blonde afterwards, it's not like
It's like really permanent.
because it's like not formulated the way other hair dyes and things are. It
doesn't
like,
have enough chemicals in it.
you can't like strip it out of like other hair dyes when you use them with like a developer and it opens the hair cuticle and then the hair dye goes in. But with henna, you're kind of like coating the shaft more.
So
And it like
if henna's a temporary tattoo on your skin, is it temporary on your hair too then?
I've heard people say that you have to like let it like grow out.
Oh, so it can be permanent on your hair.
But I also have known people that have done it that like they'll do it every 2 or 3 months and touch it up like as their roots grow in and like whatever. And like to refresh is like sitting on my feet and they're falling asleep. I'm sorry, baby, you were being so
I think
cute.
you could get a really pretty auburn out of that.
Yeah.
Depending on your hair color.
It is. But like I've seen on some people's hair type that it fades out like a normal dye would and that they can whatever, but some people say that
it's probably all about your
really,
texture of your hair and stuff too, that whether it's going to take, just like hair dye. Hair dye doesn't always take the same on different people's hair.
And I think too there might be this, not verbatim, don't quote me on this, but it might also go hand in hand with what culture is henna from? It's from like Indian culture,
isn't it?
right?
Yeah.
I want to say
Indian, like as in India. Yes.
Right. People that frequently use like henna, those cultures typically have dark, thick hair that they would never tell you to bleach your hair whether it had henna or not in it.
Right.
So I think there might be a common misconception crossover of like, say an Indian woman were to put henna on her hair to dye. You
probably don't even see it.
No, I think it does show up because it's coating the hair.
Oh, so
I think it does work on like most hair types, and I think
because
that's
it's
why
coating, it's not seeping in.
And I think that's why dating back, like henna was used for like a long time on a lot of different hair types, whatever, to dye it. But I think then like if an Indian woman were to try and bleach her hair in general, they have so much dark, thick hair that, oh my God, you would have to be doing so many, like, because the way bleach processes, if you were to do, and it's with any culture, anyone that hypothetically would have really thick, really dark hair, bleach would be a nightmare because by the time you're done doing this part, you're just getting started on
and this
is
already
part,
processed,
and it's already been on so long because it's so much hair to get through that you would have to like stop and rinse and whatever. And so I think there might be a misconception where someone that might use henna on their hair would never be someone to use bleach on their hair anyway. Yeah. And so someone like, say an Indian woman was like, oh yeah, you can use this henna on your hair to dye it. And I said, okay, fantastic. I think that would look amazing. Sounds great. And she might say, but never bleach it out because whatever. But my hair might be able to lift it out because I have this thin whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You know,
you guys know what I'm saying?
Their culture as well. They have such beautiful hair. They really do. In India and in a lot of the Middle East,
bleach it and thin it out.
That I mean, they do. They have amazing, and there must be something in their genetics that also keeps them from getting gray hair early. You do not see Indian women usually with gray hair until they are really senior. Like, I mean, you'll see people in their 20s getting gray hair that are, like English and other, but for some reason they're such strong genes, and I'm saying it as a compliment. I really am. That their hair just they don't lose the I don't know whether they call it melanin. No, that's in your skin. The what do they call it in your hair? There's a name for it. Pigment. Yeah, that their pigment just really stays strong for so long. Yes, Megan does have a TikTok that you can follow. Um,
I'm tagged in like all of my
Yeah,
mom's videos.
yes,
so.
I tag her in most of my videos. You can grab. She has 2 TikToks actually. You can grab
You
her.
can find me there.
Yeah, you can grab her from if you go watch my videos, you'll see I tag her in almost every video. It's Segan Mullivan and Segan Mullivan X, but you can grab her actual tags on my videos.
Because too, also like there's also like a misconception where like redheaded women, people will always say, "Oh my god, like to redheaded women, never dye your hair, like whatever." And I've heard some people say like, "Oh, like sometimes your hair won't grow back in the same color or like weird whatever." And it's like this skewed misconception
There's
of
no wives' tale
of
sometimes.
no, like Irish people just loved the natural red hair.
And it's gorgeous.
And so they would tell people, don't dye it. I like your natural, like you look better with this real like red hair. Nothing compares.
Yeah, right. People
Whatever.
spend a lot of money to get that.
And so it's not like, oh, like your hair is going to be ruined. It's in their opinion compared to what your hair was and how long it will take to grow back in. Like, unless you let it grow back in, you're never going to get that same color as your natural color.
Right. Trying to recolor
And
it.
so, like, that's why people say, like, oh, like, don't dye your hair, whatever, if you have, like, naturally red hair, because it's going to be hard to get it
to match
back
that.
to it, whatever. Like, if you bleach it. It's one thing if girls put, like, a color over it, it's easier to do, like, a color remover or
Like
whatever.
an oops
But like
or
if
whatever.
you bleach it, you're gonna have to put fake orange back over it to fix
and try
that,
to get that same orange.
and you're not gonna. So
Ever.
that's I think it's like one of those.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, it is so adorable when you see a child with that beautiful, beautiful red hair. Oh my gosh. So cute.
Do y'all have a type?
I know how to type.
Financially and emotionally stable.
I know how to type. You know how to type. Are you looking for a secretary?
Jack M said, "Hi, I'm an Irishman looking for a lovely lady."
Oh, there you go.
Well,
we're lovely.
Cheers, Jack. Anyways, I think that's all we got for the chat tonight.
Did I scare you? I scared
you.
I scared you?
Okay.
I think she's daydreaming, staring at the onion rings that she can't have.
She's tired, it seems.
Yeah.
You seem really tired tonight.
She had a busy day.
She's been nice and calm.
Very busy. So yeah, we might be on tomorrow. We're not sure.
You'll see.
Yeah,
how things are.
We're trying to keep you guys on the edge, but we'll try to come up with something, riveting.
Frank and Murphy said, "How is the trailer park, ladies?" Oh, she's getting mad at you.
How's the what?
Frank and Murphy, they have 2 dogs as their profile picture. Frank and Murphy, are you a couple of dogs asking us how the trailer park is?
Yeah. That's a good question. Let us know. Let us know, and then we'll know, and we can share with the class.
Anyways, signing
See,
off.
I'm not doing anything. And she's.
I know, but she was sitting in your lap and she was growling at you, and I didn't want her to bite you.
No.
And now, when it's hurt, because your hand was on her, so there was something for her to potentially snap back and grab you with. When she's doing this nonsense and acting like a nuisance, and no one's touching her, she's not going to just randomly latch on. So she's getting mad because she's sticking her tail under our butt, and my butt's wiggling.
And my butt's here,
See?
and your butt's there.
Whoa! That's not the type of
wiggle
tail
that.
wiggling we were talking about.
So, there you have that, guys.
On that note, we're going to sign off.
Just saying.
If you're not following or subscribed already, you should
make sure
do
you
that.
do so. Make sure you be doing so. Then you get notified when we are on the tube, and you get notified when we're on the top. Just saying. Just saying, my friends. Just saying, my friends. Yeah.
And Tatum's off to grab a toy.
As she should.
So, we'll catch you guys on the flippity dippity.
And there you have it. We might be on tomorrow. Trying to keep you guys on the edge, you know. Never know. You never know.
Right, Casey? I don't know what. Like, what if we do live in a trailer? What about it?
Right? I know.
It's
Nanya.
It's clearly got walls, so I don't know why you're hating in this economy.
And we got a couch.
Yeah.
A big comfy couch.
Yeah.
So there.
And I got all my teeth.
Yeah.
So
there. And 2 socks.
So I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah. Just saying.
Anyways. I actually got my tooth fixed recently.
So there. See?
Yeah.
Put that in your trailer.
Some trailers are pimped out. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Like a double wide.
Double wide. Anyways.
Thank y'all for joining us.
We gotta get some shut-eye because we got a busy day of trailer hunting and flipping tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
we're just a couple of trailer park hustlers.
That's right. We're gonna get out the big rigs.
Even the dog knows the deal.
She knows the directions. She mans the wheel.
Right, baby? We're gonna go buy some trailers and soup them up and pimp them out. Flip them. Make lots of money.
That's right. And then we can go to California. We can go to In-N-Out and see if their Flying Dutchman really fly.
And that's on what? Period. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Did you do that?
Bye, YouTube.
See you on the tuber.
Tatum, why are you barking? Why are you barking?